Now recording. This is the Drew and Me podcast with Dana Charitonchick, Chip Chantry, Hannah Trav, Dave Terruso, and Sidney Gantt. Yay! So here on Drew and Me, we talk about whatever we want to talk about. Today we're talking about favorite comedy movies. We're talking about favorite adult comedies and kids comedies. Now, before we get started, to my knowledge, the two most recent comedy movies to come out are The Breadwinner with Nate Bargatze and The Invite, directed by Olivia Wilde, starring Seth Rogen. Has anyone seen The Invite or seen The Breadwinner?
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen either.
No, neither.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I had the opportunity to see The Invite the other day. Absolutely hilarious, like really, really funny. So, I absolutely highly recommend it. It probably works more as a play than it does a movie, though.
Is that the one with Ed Norton in it?
Yep.
Yeah, I like when he does comedy stuff. He's really funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll kick it off with uh, with with Dave Caruso.
Okay. I'm Dave Trusso, and my favorite adult comedy of all time is Airplane, the movie. It sort of is my like Rosetta Stone for how to do comedy because the sort of the writer's mantra was just make everything funny. So every moment of the movie is funny in some way. Like they just wrung every sort of drop of comedy out of it. And the way they wrote the movie is there's a real movie called, I think it's called Airport 78 or something like that. They took the entire movie script and just went through the entire script, kind of like the way they do like Mystery Science Theater and just like had funny responses instead of what the real responses were. And then that just became the movie. So like in the movie, whenever somebody would say something, they would just kind of like wisecrackingly have a response from the real line, like the line, oh, we need to get this man to a hospital. And somebody says, the hospital, what is it? And they're in the real movie, they probably said what was wrong with the guy, but in Airplane, they say it's a big building where all the sick people go. And like the whole movie is just that. It's just them coming up with a funny line to a real line of dialogue from that movie and then making it funny. And that's why it's my favorite because every little thing is funny. And that's always kind of like been my mantra as a writer, comedy writer wise, is like every moment is an opportunity to be funny. It doesn't have to just be like the big comedy scene or the big moment. It can just be any stupid thing. And my favorite kids comedy movie is, and this is very much, I'm 47 years old, so this is very much my age range. Chip, you might like this one too. Sydney, I don't know if you might be a little younger, but
I'm
um,
older than you, Dave.
are you really? You look so good.
How old are
Uh,
you?
my favorite kids comedy is Monster Squad, which because I was big into like scary movies. I love movie monsters. I love vampires. I love werewolves and all that stuff. And Monster Squad is about these little kids who have to fight Dracula and like, all the Universal monsters in one movie. And it was like scary to me as like a little kid, and it was it wasn't like little kid versions of it. Kind of like the werewolf looked scary and everything looked scary. And I love that because it was like I could be scared but not too scared. But also like it was like the kids were like cool and kind of wisecracking and saving the day. And they were kind of a bunch of dorky kids who like kind of come together to like save the world kind of thing. And that just like blew my mind. I used to rent it was like, in the Blockbuster days, and I used to just every time like my mom would take me to somebody's house to be like babysat, and they would be like, "You want to get a movie?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I would just re-rent Monster Squad. I probably paid like $80 for that movie instead of just buying the VHS, which probably you couldn't even get at the time because it was a million years ago. Those are my two movies.
Is that the Wolfman Has Nards movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wolfman
Yeah.
Has Nards is like the big. There's actually a documentary about it that I haven't watched yet, but it's
About the
called.
It's
Wolfman's
called
Nards?
No,
it's
it's
called The
called.
Wolf Man.
It's about the movie, but it's called Wolfman Has Nards.
Yeah.
So if any of you haven't seen it, there's a scene in the movie where the kids are trying to get something from Dracula's castle, and the Wolfman jumps out at them, and they don't know what to do, and the one kid goes like, "Kick him in the nards." And he's, Wolfman's wearing like pants, he's wearing jeans and no shirt because he ripped his shirt off, but it's a kid's movie, so he's got to have pants. And the kid's like, kick him in the nards. He's like, he doesn't have nards. He's like, of course he does. Just kick him in the nards. And he kicks him in the crotch. And the Wolfman like grabs his crotch and falls over. And he goes, Wolfman has nards. And when you're a 7-year-old boy, it's the funniest thing you've ever heard.
I have surprisingly never
I
seen
love
that
it.
movie. It's like the one that I just kind of
Really?
for whatever I've seen it on like VHS, like at the video store thousands of times, and for whatever reason I've seen every other kids movie from the 80s. I miss that one, but the only thing I know about it is that line. Like I know that line. I could answer that question any day of the week because
Chip,
it's so famous.
Chip, here's why you got to watch it. It's written by Shane Black, the guy who wrote Lethal Weapon and all those, Long Kiss Goodnight, all those. So it's like, imagine like the guy who wrote the wisecracking things that like, what's his name? Mel Gibson says to Danny Glover, but for little kids. And so
Right.
it's like that level of funny and kind of raunchy, but like filtered through children. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. And it's like right in that genre. I love, Teen Wolf was just such a big one for me. The Lost
Yes.
Boys, like those, a little bit of horror comedy. Perfect. Yeah.
Mm.
And I have to say, I'm going to pick another one, but Dave did steal my movie. So
Airplane.
I want to say that the greatest movie of all. And the thing that I love about it too is just, again, because they played it so, they really came off that script of Airport 68 or whatever it is. And, but like everything, they play it so seriously. Like Leslie Nielsen was a serious actor, and that's why they cast him. And when he tried to be funny, they're like, no, 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 don't be funny. You need to sell this. And I was literally just watching it the other day, and it's like everything is played so seriously, and that's what makes it so funny. Like in later movies, like Leslie Nielsen tried to be funny, and he wasn't. It's like when he plays it straight, and like also too, Dave, when you're like watching, like there's so much that happens, like behind them. Like they might just be having a really dry conversation, but just the craziest stuff is happening behind them as it's going. Like when Rex Kramer's driving in the car and he's
I
like
love
running
that
over
scene.
everybody, and it's
Oh,
like
God.
there's nothing funny about the conversation, but everything behind him is hilarious.
All of a
And-
sudden, it's just like a bunch of Native Americans on horses, like chasing them, and
right, exactly.
nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like Star Wars things for 10 seconds. But it's not just Leslie Nielsen that's a serious actor. It's all the main actors.
Lloyd
It's,
Bridges
it's Robert
and
Stack. It's
Robert
Lloyd Bridges.
Stack.
None of them had done.
No.
It would be like if we did a movie now and it was just like Tom Cruise and just like all like serious, like Ed Norton kind of people like doing it, and nobody really did that. Nobody did. It was, I mean, like deadpan existed. Obviously, it's existed as long as comedy had, but like that kind of casting was never. Nobody ever did that, and everybody
No.
they were nuts.
Yeah. And the Zucker Abrams guys are amazing. Like apparently what they did, because like I was always such a Kentucky Fried Movie fan too.
Yes.
And with their first movie, which was honestly not a movie, it's just a series of sketches basically.
Yes.
Besides the feature kung fu movie that's hilarious, and again played so straight. But they apparently used to do live comedy, like like as like a duo, the brothers, and they were so worried that they were going to bomb, like a joke would bomb, that they always had another joke ready to go. So they were just like so dense, and it was just such rapid fire because they were just, it's like the WID, like you just so worried that something wasn't going to happen, so you just had something else. So then that bled into their writing too. That just made it just like you can't go 3 seconds without seeing or hearing something
Right.
funny in that movie.
It's sort of the opposite of the way comedies are done now, where it's like complete improv. None
Yeah.
of it is improv.
Yeah.
It's like every word is scripted.
Mhm.
Even if they had a bunch of different versions of it, it's all scripted. There's no improv going on at all.
Yeah.
What's your other movie, Chip?
Oh, do you want me to go? Okay. Okay, Airplane. I'll take Airplane for that one. I could also go with for PG-13 or less. I could also Napoleon Dynamite is a perfect movie for the exact opposite reason than Airplane 2, or similar, but like I just remember being in Napoleon Dynamite in the theater with my buddy, and there were 6 other people in the theater, and we laughed so hard, and everybody else was just dead silent, and they hated it, and it was the greatest thing. But I will say actually, okay, okay. I really, I'm wearing a Spatula City T-shirt. So for anybody who knows, uh, Weird Al's UHF 1989 classic that got buried from all of the other blockbusters that came out in 1989. UHF, that's probably the movie that maybe my brother and I rented the most when we were kids. Again, just like I mean, there's a narrative, but just a series of sketches in there as well too, because it's Weird Al. And I watched it again recently, and it's laugh out loud funny. It's just it's so sweet and so like so good hearted. I love that too, but it's just it's very subversive at the same time too. So I love
It
that. So
holds up too. It seemed very 80s at the time, but it holds up.
it really does. I mean, and some of it's even like prescient for like what's happening today with like the bigger broadcasting mergers and all. But such a funny movie that really and like Weird Al is like it's very silly and there's some cartoonish stuff, but then underneath, I mean, there's some really subversive stuff in UHF.
Can I ask you what your favorite joke from that movie is? Because I have one. It's really stupid. It has nothing to do with anything, but it's so
I
funny.
mean, this is sad. Do you know the guy Raoul's Wild Kingdom, the guy that had the Wild Kingdom in his? Did you
Yeah.
know he was in a car accident and was killed halfway through the taping,
I,
like the shooting of the movie? He was going to be a bigger character in that movie, and he was literally like while during production, he was killed, in, I believe, in a car accident, and so they only had like 2 quick sketches that he was in.
I
So I
Chip,
think
is
mean,
this your favorite joke?
that's my favorite joke. Is
My favorite part of the whole movie.
a man died, and that's my favorite part.
Hilarious.
But I mean, Raoul's Wild Kingdom is hilarious. There, I, another thing too. And again, it hit me the other day. It's just such a throwaway thing, but he's at the Weird Al's at the party, and he's feeding his little dog from the punch bowl, like he has like the scooper thing, whatever. And then somebody's like, "Oh, get over here," and he just like throws the dog into the punch and just like walks away like it's nothing. I mean, it's so fun. What is your favorite?
Are you going to see Weird Al at the Still Stacks coming up?
No, I have seen him before. I saw him once before.
Okay.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I'm taking my
Uh,
family.
Oh, it's have you guys seen him before?
They haven't.
I
Okay.
have.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, what a like that is. And again, like I'm not I love Weird Al, but like I'm not like the biggest Weird Al fan. But everybody needs to see him at least once in their life.
Yeah.
It's the
I
greatest
would like it.
production, the costume changes, the videos. It's like the sweetest people in the audience. Everybody's just having the best time. It's the best. I'm so excited. Wait, he's playing Steel Stacks.
Yeah, he's at the music, the comedy, the music festival.
Oh, Music Fest.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great. That
Yeah,
is.
I mean, so we got our tickets as early as possible because when my wife told me about it, I was like, if she was like, she's like, I'm thinking about going to Weird Al at the music fest. I was like, get those tickets now.
Yeah.
Get them now.
Yes.
And
yeah.
it's like, hopefully I'm right because I'm expecting it to be ridiculously sold out.
Yes, I think it would be, and it's
Yeah.
for that size, like even out in the parking lot, I think it should be, and I mean and it's perfect for the entire family. Like it's just
Yeah.
such a great, and that's what is. And Dave, what's your favorite joke from UHF?
So, because I love like visual things and just throwaway things that are like no. That's why part of why Airplane's like my favorite is there's just so many throwaway things that have nothing to
Yeah.
do with the movie and visual things. So there's this scene. It's like the guy who runs the UHF thing, and the guy under him has this like gigantic cowboy hat on.
Oh my God,
It's like
yeah.
so big and ridiculous, and he's got this big, cowboy mustache or whatever.
And it's got like a raccoon tail coming
Yes,
off
it's
the
like
back of it
it's
too.
so
Yeah.
like it's so garish and ridiculous, and the boss is chewing him out, and he's like, "You're ruining this. You're making up. Your ass is on the line here." And then he throws him out of his office. And he goes, "And take that ridiculous thing off." And you think the guy's gonna take his hat off, but he pulls off his mustache, and he looks at him so sad, like
Yeah.
I love this mustache so much, and he just walks away. And makes me laugh so hard because you like never you're sure it's the hat, and it's not.
Yeah.
You have no idea that he's wearing a fake mustache, and that kills me.
And that movie could have been so much bigger, but it was in that blockbuster summer in 1989 where it's like Batman, Honey, I
Yes.
Shrunk the Kids, so many movies out there
Yes.
like that were amazing. So yeah. So anyway, that's my that's my I'll take that since instead of Airplane, but my kids movie, which could also just be the greatest comedy of all time for adults. I'm going to take 1985's Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Go.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure is just, it's the perfect American movie. I don't know
Written by
why
Phil
am I.
Hartman.
Yes, the late great
Written by
Phil Hartman.
among other people. Yeah.
And who's the guy? Actually, and he's the guy John. Is it John something? He plays the son in UHF, and then he also plays Zombie in.
He's
and I
one
think
of the
he wrote
writers.
it too.
Right.
John. I can't think of it right now.
Yes.
But Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I mean, it's why am I even talking about it? It's literally the perfect American movie. I mean, it's so funny for kids. It's so funny for adults, like on a different level. I just
Has everyone seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Are you about to pull your
It's been a
penis out,
long
Dave?
time.
That was a weird. You answered that question the weirdest way possible.
No, I
Has
meant
everybody
like I just
seen
wanted
it?
to
Yeah.
know.
You had a
Be
weird
aware.
shoulder
Be
tilt and
aware.
a head tilt, and I didn't see where your hands were anymore. It was crazy.
No, I just wondered, like, again, because it's like our age, it's like everybody saw it, but I don't know, like,
yeah,
people
like
that
how
are a
much
lot
the staying
younger,
power it had.
did it come across your, thing as well? Like, I grew up watching Pee-wee's Playhouse, like that was
Yeah.
my favorite
Mhm.
show
Of course.
ever.
Yeah.
So, like, of course, I watched the movie, but I just didn't know if everybody else watched it.
Yeah.
Keep
I
my
have an
hands
older
like this
brother,
the whole
so I
time.
got a lot of the benefits of being. I'm not an 80s baby. I'm 91, but I have a brother who's an 80s baby and older cousins. So I haven't seen that movie in years, so I couldn't sit and quote it with you, but I definitely was like sat down one day to watch that movie by my older cousins. They were like, we're watching this. They did that with the Goonies too. They were like really trying to make sure I was well educated on movies. Ironically, I'm the least educated on movies. Wait till you get to my selections. But I'm more of a TV girl. But
I mean,
no,
but
that
if you got Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Goonies, like you're kind of covered.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
literally don't
Hannah,
need
if
anything
you
else.
if you had to quote anything from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, what would it be?
I can't.
Not a
I just
single
said
one.
don't make me quote it. No,
Not a
I'm
single.
saying I have.
Listen, I'm terrible with quotes too, but I mean, there's only one quote from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
What is it?
I know
Tell
you
him
were-
Large Marge sent you.
Tell
Oh.
Marge
Oh,
Marge
oh, okay,
yeah.
yeah. That's a good one.
I thought you were. I thought it was. I know you are, but what am I? Which
Yeah.
is from that movie too.
Oh,
It's from that movie. I know you are, but what am I?
that's where that originated.
Well, it's like what made it like super famous. But Pee-wee just kept saying it
Interesting.
to the guy who stole his bike. I know you are, but
Right.
what am I? Just says it over and over again until it became like a.
It
I mean,
just-
again, I'm little enough that I don't know what was going on in the world, but like that's where my
It
friends
definitely
heard it and
made
said
that
Yeah.
popular. Yeah.
It probably existed, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
it definitely
in
existed.
the zeitgeist like it was because of that movie.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I'm sure it existed, but like,
That's what put it on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yes,
Absolutely.
exactly.
It's a good choices. But Chip, you're right. Like that is a really like some kids movies. Like my adults, if you watch the Monster Squad now, you'd be like, I hate this.
Right.
But like if you watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure now, you would love it because it's very. I think it's funnier for adults than for kids. It's so
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
in so many ways.
So, and by the way, the one of the fun I watched that recently too, and one of the funniest things that I didn't pick up when I was a kid was that Simone, the girl that he met, remember they watched the sun come up together, and her
Mhm.
big dream in life was to go to Paris, and she just
Mhm.
wanted to go to Paris, and then she sees him and they're in Texas, and she sees him at the bus station, and she's leaving because she finally got the guts to like, I'm picking up and I'm leaving, and because Pee-wee, you suggested, I'm going to Paris, and then there's literally a bus that says Paris on it, like she's going to Paris, Texas,
Right.
which is just like the great, and it's the most subtle that I didn't
That's
get as a kid,
amazing.
but it's just like that's poetry right there. It's amazing.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right. I would just throw some movies out there because I'm not a movie guy as well, so I take that. I'm stealing Hannah's excuse.
And I didn't even get to go yet.
I probably did this very wrong, and I apologize. So, first movie, probably one of my all-time favorite comedies is the movie Clue.
Oh
Oh.
God, just
Oh.
another perfect movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those movies growing up. I don't know what channel it was, but it was like on repeat for like when there like when we were young. I hate that there's like a group of old men here, but back in like the 80s, they would have like HBO and Prism. They would just have these seasons for movies, and like movies would just be on repeat.
Mm.
And my favorite, like when it was Clue season, it was one of my favorite movies. And almost for the exact same reason that you guys were talking about Airplane, and that it's just joke, 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 but the pacing's different. It's not rapid fire joking. It's more a lot of it used a lot of tension to build up to the next joke. And I just love everything about that movie. Madeline Kahn.
Oh my God, she's the and she improvised the thing about the heat on her, the flames.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The side of my face.
Oh my gosh.
Heaving
And
breath.
you could see Martin Mull like breaking a little bit in that scene. It's so good.
So
And
you
I will
didn't-
say this too. It's not even like a kid movie that like you have nostalgia for, because like I never watched Clue when I was a kid because I had this dumb idea in my head, because there was also obviously the board game Clue, but then there was a
Mhm.
Clue. I don't know if you guys remember the Clue board game where they had a VHS tape that you would watch the tape and like play the game along with it. And I never realized when I was a kid that there was a separate movie. I just thought it was that. It's my wife, who has a much better taste than I do. That was like she and her brother like could quote that movie. And she was, when we first started dating, she's like, "Wait, you've never seen this?" And then made me sit down and watch it. And as an adult, I was like, "No, this is brilliant. I mean, this is the funniest movie." So it's not even like a kids thing where it's like, all right, nostalgia, like it really holds up.
Yeah, I watched that movie. I watch that movie every year with my kids, twice a year, and we found another family that also loves the movie, and we watch the movie with them now. And they had so when their kid had their what is the Jew when you have a Jew daughter and you're celebrating her.
Bar
Bat
mitzvah,
mitzvah.
a bat mitzvah.
It was that one. It was the daughter. They have.
You don't.
Oh no, actually, let me take that back. They have fraternal twins, boy and girl. So it was both. It was both at the same time, and it was a Clue themed party, and it was
that's
the
great.
best. Yeah, it was awesome. So we got really hyped up about that. But
Sidney, do you know about the different versions of the ending in the theaters?
yeah, well, so when you get it on DVD, like a long time ago, you get it on DVD. It has all the alternate endings, and then there was a time on HBO they used to play the different alternate endings as well.
But in the movies, they had 3 different endings. And
Yeah.
depending on where you saw it, you saw a different ending. It wasn't until the VHS came out that they put all the endings together.
Mhm.
They show you all
Wow.
the endings in a row. If you lived in the Midwest,
Whoa.
you thought at the end that Michael McKean did it, and if you saw it in where we are, you thought that Madeline Kahn did it. It wasn't till the tape came out that you see all the versions where you finally find out at the end everybody did it. Everybody killed somebody.
Yeah,
I don't
my
think
favorite.
it exists. I don't think it's ever been done like that.
Yeah, I think my favorite ending was it was when the butler did it,
Mhm.
because that's when the Nebuchadnezzar guy was like, he ends up being the hero, and then you think he's cool, and then at the end his gun goes off.
Yeah. Amazing.
So that's my favorite ending to that movie. But so for kids movies, and I really messed this up. I was like racking my brain. So the first movie that I did wasn't a movie from my childhood, but it was a kids movie that really caught me off guard. Way funnier than I thought it was going to be. Is Trolls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that blew my mind. I couldn't believe how hard I was laughing, and I just couldn't believe how much I doubted whether or not Justin Timberlake and the Anna chick could be fun. Because I didn't know them to be comedic actors in any way, shape, or form. I thought they were just making a feel-good cartoon movie for kids that was going to be really focused on the songs, and it was hilarious.
I gotta watch it. I've never
Yeah,
seen it.
I gotta check that out. That's
Dude,
great.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was going to say my nieces love it. All of the ones that are out now always have to watch those ones.
Dude, and Trolls 2 is equally as funny. Like, they did not miss a beat when they went to the and as Chip and Dave were giving their movies, it made me realize that I didn't do the childhood movie correctly.
Yeah, but
And-
I think any kids movie. But yeah, and now let me ask you this: like, when I haven't seen Trolls, but like, are there jokes that are in there for the parents, like specifically? Like, do you think they wrote it on those 2 different levels, or is it just funny overall?
I honestly, like, I think it's only for the parents.
Yeah,
Trolls is hilarious.
yeah.
Like to the point where you're looking at your kids like, yeah, I didn't think you were gonna get that. It's a fun movie. It's not,
That's
and it's
great.
nonstop fun. And but otherwise, I would say I loved the Goonies growing up. I thought that
Oh,
was a
yeah.
very funny
Oh,
movie
yeah.
So
too.
good.
It's the best. It's the best.
That was on my list.
Yeah. All right, I take it back. I'm not gonna steal everything from Hannah.
No, that's okay. It's not. I went with a different movie, but you're fine. That's
Yeah.
a great movie, though. That's so funny.
Yeah, and then other than that, it was like so. Also, Drew was given like what every time he would give an example in the messages. I was like, damn it! I mean, Spaceballs. How could you discount Spaceballs? That's another movie I watch with my kids twice a year.
That's
I need
another
to
one my
watch more
wife and I
movies.
literally like yesterday, I think twice quoted Space, like two separate quotes just in our everyday conversation. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect. Great movie.
my goal was to watch that with them every year until they all individually laughed at the combing the desert joke.
Yeah.
Like that's how I would know that they were like up to date with the type of humor that I want them to be adept with.
They're ready. They're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're, and then once they did it, I kicked them out of the house.
Yeah. Out of the nest, you're good. You don't need. You've learned everything you need to learn.
Dad, I'm 9. Get out.
Yeah.
You laughed at the comb joke.
You
Get
know
out
everything.
Of the house. Go get a job.
All right, I can go. Are you done, Sydney?
I am.
Okay, is that cool if I go, Dana?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I already gave my disclaimer. So I didn't. Here's the thing: I had trouble picking a kids movie that's like from my childhood because I don't remember. Like my favorite movie as a child was the movie Superstar. Do you guys remember Superstar, the Molly Shannon
Yeah.
SNL movie? Which I know isn't a kids movie, but it's like also not totally an adult movie. Like when you watch it now, it's like there's definitely some elements. But I decided to pick a different movie. I picked Elf. I love the movie Elf. You're shaking your head, Chip.
Oh no, it's a great. I think I've said this before. So about other movies, perfect movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah, he was shaking his head no like a black auntie that just ate some pumpkin pie that was the better than she thought it was. Like,
damn, I didn't think that one was controversial at all. Yeah, Elf is just like it's so pure, it's so funny. There's so many little moments of like of just of silliness. I love silliness. So I pick Elf. I feel like if I had to pick a favorite scene, I love when he first gets to New York and he eats the gum off the sidewalk. I don't know why I think that's like one of the funniest things ever. I love when he does all the of course, world's best cup of coffee. Congratulations, you did it. But yeah, love Elf, such a classic.
I think that's improv, Hannah. I think,
really?
think
Yeah.
so.
Good. Of course it was.
Who's the guy that plays the like the manager at the department store?
I don't remember, but that
Kyle
sounds great.
Faison?
What is it? Is it Faison? Is it Faison Love?
Yeah.
Is it Faison Love? He plays the big guy that plays the manager, and he's like always angry. The 6 inches. That's my wife and I say that all the time too. I don't know if you guys know this, but Wanda Sykes was supposed to play that role. She was supposed to be the manager, and she had to like drop out at the very last minute for whatever reason. Like I don't know why. But so they got Faison, and they're like, oh, we need to make you a new name tag because that one said Wanda. They were just going to call her Wanda. And he's like, no. I want that one. If you watch it closely, his name tag says Wanda in the movie.
That's amazing.
That's funny.
I love
That's
that.
great.
What a fun fact.
Yeah.
He's great too. He's like, they're after us, someone at corporate. Okay, so that's my kids movie. And then I really struggled with my adult movie, but I picked like a cult classic. Have you seen Hot Rod?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Great.
I think that movie is just like a bunch of sketches put together, and I think it's like a love it or hate it, but I think it's so funny. I just like that scene where he falls down the mountain and he just keeps falling for like a ridiculously long time. Just beautiful, just so well
The first
done.
thing that popped into my head was how long.
Yeah. And then he's like gets an idea at the end of his fall, and then like one of my favorite lines to quote is Danny McBride when he's like, I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day. He's like, There's one part where they're just high-fiving really hard. It's just I think it's such a silly movie. But yeah,
Very good.
that's one of my favorites.
Oh, that's great.
That's a go. I like the part where he's like naming all the different power animals, and he's like house cat, and then everything.
Oh, and I love when Chris Parnell when he comes in to like sponsor the event, and he has that. Do you guys remember he has that like crazy tattoo on his stomach, and he's like, it's like the guy peeing in two different directions, and he's like, I like to imagine he had sex last night. And there's like a little bit of cum left in it, so that's why his stream's going into like the level of silliness. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's kind of a gross one, but it's funny.
Oh, great.
I also picked ones that were just like ones that I thought now were funny, and I kind of thought more about like ones that my sister and I quote a lot, and I thought about Hot Rod because that's one
Hell
that we
yeah.
also liked. But for adult movie, I ended up picking Dinner for Schmucks because it's one
Mm.
that my sister and I quote all the time, and again, it's kind of like that silly sort of stuff, like, and I think it's also because it's such an exaggeration of like somebody you might know. So there's a part where Paul Rudd falls and he hurts his back. And he's like, "Oh, my back, my back, my back." And Steve Carell's like, "Is it your back?" And it's just like that annoying, like that sort of annoying, like you know somebody that does that sort of thing all the time, and it's just one of my favorites because it's weird, silly, goofy. He like taxidermies mice into like famous historical scenes. So,
It's such a good, weird Steve Carell movie.
mhm.
It's such a weird performance. It's so good. He has that thing where he doesn't remember the end of famous quotes. He gets them wrong. He's like, like John Lennon said, you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. And he
Yeah.
doesn't know the rest of it. It's so good.
Yeah, he's also that the woman that's like the crazy ex-girlfriend is like hitting on him, and she's like, "I'm a naughty little schoolgirl." And he's like, "You're a little old to be a schoolgirl." And she's like trying to feed him. She's like, because he's a like a tax auditor or something. And she's like, "I didn't do my taxes right. Like, are you gonna take care of me?" And he's like, "Well, actually, we just have to file this paperwork." And he's like just not getting the hint. So that
Jennifer
was
Schmucks. Jennifer Schmucks is a remake of a French movie that I've never seen.
oh, okay.
I've never seen it. I don't know how old it is either. I don't know if it's like the 70s or something, but that one's a remake.
Yeah, it's
I didn't know
72.
that.
It's Le Dinner with Schmucks. Schmucks. It's
Le
just
Dinner.
Le Diner. And then
Only remake so far on the list.
remake. Well, look at that. I can't even find an original one.
That doesn't matter. None of us have ever seen it.
And then kids movies. I was trying to think of ones also that like I quote a lot or have like seen a lot of times, and I picked Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs because that's also
Oh,
like
great movie.
it's so silly, like the Steve like over and over again. And the when she's like, "I'm allergic to peanut brittle," and her face is puffy, like it's just the very fun, silly. Or
That's a
like, "There's a
great
leak in the
movie.
boat."
Yeah, that movie's hilarious.
Hmm.
I'm
That's
That's
one
one
of
I should
like
rewatch.
Cloudy with a Chance to Meatballs was one of those movies that made me really excited that I was raising children and got to watch all these movies
Mm.
because I would
It makes
never
me
watch that
sad
movie
I don't
otherwise.
have children and I didn't see it.
Yeah, dude, I mean,
Can I
you really
borrow a
should
couple
have.
kids?
You need like a Sherpa for these types of movies, like somebody who has kids that can let you know which ones you should watch.
Can I come with you? Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, because that Cloudy with a Chance Meatballs is top notch.
The better
Yeah, it's
idea than
really
borrowing
funny.
someone's kids, like I suggested. Your idea is better.
Dana, did
Yeah.
you watch the sequels as well?
Oh yeah, I've seen the second one. Is there a third, or is it
No,
just
no,
the
no.
second? Just
I'm
second.
black, so I
Okay.
pluralize everything.
Well, I mean, I saw there's like a third Super Troopers coming out. I'm like, did I even see the second one? Like, I'm so I
Maybe
feel like
that's the
behind.
joke. I don't know. I've never seen the second one either.
That would be great if they're like three and they're like, when did the second come out? But yeah, those ones are good.
Yeah. Also, again, I definitely did this wrong because I didn't even know that my all-time favorite movie, Big Trouble in Little China, was considered a comedy.
One of my favorite movies.
okay. I can see that. Like it's
What would you have
action
considered
comedy.
it, Sidney?
I thought it was just like the best action movie ever.
It's truly one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I like I was literally watching that movie today. Yeah.
The best Kurt Russell performance I've ever, period. It is
Yeah.
funny end to end. I don't even know how he does it. He's doing like a weird John Wayne impression, and it's funny. Every line of that movie he says makes me laugh, and they're not all jokes.
And you know what else I really like about that movie is that none of the dialogue tells you, it's never exposition in the dialogue. They're never taught that there's like little parts where they have to kind of go over the bad guys and what they do and all that stuff. But the movie isn't like, the lines aren't to tell you what's happening in the movie. The lines are to tell you who these characters are. And I just love that about that movie.
It's a great movie. I always thought that the guys with the lightning and those hats
Mm-hmm.
were like inspired by the video games, but the video games are inspired by that. Those
Yeah.
guys with the lightning thing, like it's in like Mortal Kombat or something. They're from that movie. I thought it
Yeah,
was
those are like, those are gods. Those are actual gods in Chinese mythology.
but like yeah, I didn't know that they referenced the specific look for the games. I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought it was the other way around. That's pretty cool.
Sydney, let me ask you this: do your kids, or like when they were younger, do they watch movies over and over again, like on repeat? Like, is that something that kids today do? Like, because I feel like a lot of us were in that, DVD VHS generation of like, you rent the movie or you own the movie, you tape it, and you just watch it like a million times. Do kids do that now?
Their brains are broken. They don't think they're doing it. They don't have the attention span to watch movies over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
but they can watch like shows, like seasons of shows over and over again,
Okay.
which is way more of a time commitment. I have no idea how their brain rationalizes that with attention span. But yeah, it's just shows. They have like they have TikTok brain, I guess. Like everything's in like the shortened version of a thing is the better version of the thing to them.
Right. Right.
Wow, that's crazy.
But kids now like don't know old stuff the way we did because like we watched Nick at Night and stuff because there was nothing else to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now you never have to do that. So like of course like I watched I Love Lucy when I was a kid because there was nothing else on at night. Like it was what else was I going to watch? But now you could be watching The Office 100 times. So like the things that I saw that were 40 years old when I was a kid, like that just doesn't exist anymore now. The kids don't have that like sense of the past that we did because they just have cooler stuff to watch.
Yeah,
But
my
I did
kids
the
are.
same thing, Sydney, that you're talking about. HBO would show one movie for months, and HBO did a thing that nobody does anymore. They would show like a bunch of like Jeff Bridges movies for one,
Mhm.
and then a bunch of Bruce Willis movies. So I would just watch them all, and I saw all those movies 1,000 times. Like I never had to rent movies; it was just HBO all the time.
Yeah, my kids are obsessed right now with South Park.
Ooh.
South Park's great.
Yeah, and like they started with like, remember recently when South Park kind of made a resurgence
Mhm.
and they were doing newer episodes, and I was just like, nah, you gotta go back.
Wait.
And they didn't go all the way back. They went like to like season 5 or 6 and then started watching up again. And I was like, no, 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 no. You gotta go back. And they, as much as they resisted it because they resist everything that dad tells them, dude, last night they're walking around the house singing Chef Salty Balls. So it's working, you know.
That's great.
Parenting at its finest.
Yeah.
But Drew, do you have favorites? What are your favorites?
Oh yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Like I'd say for all-time favorite adult, like it's probably either between Happy Gilmore or Wayne's World.
Mm.
Ooh, good one.
Two solid
And
ones, yeah.
and the thing is, I was thinking about it recently, and I consider Happy Gilmore more of a comedy than Wayne's World. Like Wayne's World is like a musical satire almost. So I feel like it's more of a commentary. I feel like it's a movie about movies where Happy Gilmore is just it's like part parody, but I feel like Happy Gilmore is kind of a straight up comedy. Like it's like
Mhm.
this guy who's really good at hockey, he switches to golf and he becomes like the greatest golfer, and it's like so over the top, it's so hyped. There's like wall-to-wall sound. Like I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, really little. It was on TV. I was like uh, 7 years old, and I was watching it and I was thinking like, this is amazing. I don't know where this has been. And from the trailer on TV, like, yeah, I thought the Bob Barker character, he was Happy Gilmore
Mm.
Okay.
because,
Hmm.
yeah, I'd seen him on Price is Right. So I was like, I know who this is. Like, at age 7, I wasn't watching like Saturday Night Live. So to me, I recognized him. Like, I recognized Bob Barker, but I didn't really recognize really, really uh, Sandler at all. But I feel like that was a really good one to start with for Sandler. Like, it's a little bit crass and a little bit obscene, but for people that haven't seen an Adam Sandler movie, I'd say Happy Gilmore is like the one to start with. I'd say like start with the original Happy Gilmore, and it's just like a powerhouse of a movie. It has a great cast. Like I love Christopher McDonald as Shooter McGavin. Like just like a truly great character. And like Julie Bowen is the love interest. I feel like she's really good too. And I'm not surprised that she had a huge career later because I think she's a really talented actress. So like just an incredible comedy, and like all the dialogue is funny. Like just like a straight up hilarious movie.
Did you watch the sequel? I didn't see it. Did you see it and like
I
it?
saw part of it. It didn't really feel like a Happy Gilmore movie to me.
Hmm.
I have to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I thought the
It's
first
really
half
well.
was pretty good. And it kind of went off the rails, I think, like the second half.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say like Happy Gilmore still like holds up really well. Like usually in like movie circles for Sandler, like it's usually Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and the Wedding Singer. I feel like those are usually the big three.
I would agree. And then I would put Big Daddy right under
I was
that.
gonna say Big Daddy honorable
Yes,
mention.
right.
Mhm.
Because
I this
they're hit or like wild miss. There's no difference. It's
this may
either
be
like
very
wow or like oh.
this might be unpopular. I might get kicked out of the Zoom for this.
Mm-mm.
It's
Yep.
I love that movie so much. It's so dumb. It's the
Hmm.
perfect Halloween movie. I will watch. My wife will like come in and I'll be watching it in April, and she's like, what are you doing?" And but like
Yeah.
again, we quote it. It is. It's a sweet movie. It's hilarious. It's dumb. But it's the perfect Halloween movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on.
It's like a
It's
straight to Netflix movie, right?
Yeah, it
yes,
came out. It came out on Netflix. I think it was like a
Right.
yeah,
premiere because it's only like 3, 4 years old. It's not. It's
yeah.
relatively
It came out like
new.
during the pandemic. Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
Mm.
it's new. I love it so much.
Interesting. I could see.
It's
I would
such a
try
fun
that.
movie.
I would try
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
gotta watch it.
I'm not somebody that like watches movies like repeat a lot. So like if I do, it's like a small handful, and I think I've watched that one like 3 times because it's like the you can put it on. It's like when you'd watch movies on TV and you would like do other things, but
Yep.
like it was the only way you could watch it and like commercials. It's like you put it on and like you can either sit down and watch it or it's like, oh, I gotta run out for a second, and then you could just come back and it's a good one for that.
Yeah, that's it's the perfect movie for that. Yeah,
Dana,
yeah.
what other movies would you watch on like a repeat?
I so some of the other ones I think they were R, so I couldn't include them. Was The House Bunny, which is an Anna Faris. That's also one that my sister and I quote all the time, where she's like, it's Anna Faris is a like a Playboy bunny that gets kicked out and she becomes a house mother for a sorority of like girls that are not conventionally attractive. So she tries to like start getting recruits for them. Um, that's one I'll watch on repeat. Forgetting Sarah Marshall
Oh yeah.
is another
Good
one.
movie. Good movie.
My
Also quotable.
I have a buddy who like he's the guy who like produced my special. He's my old boss for some TV shows. He and his wife they live in LA and they go to Hawaii a lot. And they are next week they're going to Hawaii and they're staying in the Sarah Marshall like one of those like bungalows, like one of those rooms at the Turtle Bay or whatever it's called. They're
That's
staying at
so
it.
funny.
That's
It's such a great
awesome.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, those are probably
Nice.
like the top two.
I'm a huge
Yeah,
seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall 1,000 times. A
That
yeah.
lot.
the Dracula musical is like legitimately good music. Like it's a legit like I
Right?
want to watch the entire Dracula musical.
Even
Spin-off.
when he's, yeah, have its own thing.
Yeah.
Even when he's at the piano and he's like, I hate the psychiatrist. I'm not going.
It's so good.
My wedding that didn't happen. If it happened, the my song was the song because me and my ex fiance were like huge. What's Forgetting Sarah Marshall over and over and over again. Our song was going to be Inside of You, the song that because it was just like we just like none of the old people at this wedding are going to know what this song is about, but like that was like this would be the perfect song. That's how much I love that movie. So
That's
good.
great.
So I
You had
got
a
my buddy
wedding that didn't
Larry who
happen?
also loves that movie. What did you say?
You had a wedding that didn't happen?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Well, I haven't
Well,
seen you in
clearly
9 years.
not invited to your wedding that didn't happen.
Nobody was. It never happened.
Well, how far did you get?
Really close. Like we had saved the dates and stuff, but we never did send them out when nobody got them. Didn't happen.
Fair enough.
I can't get
I'll
in trouble.
I'll
I didn't
take
go.
that.
Did you have a wedding?
Did I have a wedding?
Yeah.
No, weddings are gay.
Are gay weddings double gay?
No,
Not gay.
it depends. If it's two ladies, yes. Two men, that's cool.
Okay. We got to get Drew's second movie. Drew, so wait, we did your adult movie. We got to get your kid movie.
Okay. For kids, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this one. So this is kind of a lesser known one. Like it didn't get played on TV that much, and when it came out, it was just like a modest hit. It was the Tom Sawyer theatrical adaptation, Tom and Huck, with Jonathan Taylor Thomas playing Tom Sawyer and Brad Renfro playing Huck Finn. So this was obviously just a Disney vehicle for Jonathan Taylor Thomas because Home Improvement was like such a big thing. And he was like the star of Home Improvement. Like it was basically like him and Tim Allen would like run the show. Like their stories would really kind of like come big. So like John Taylor Thomas was a huge star in like the mid 90s and yeah, like Tom and Huck, just like a fun movie to watch. Equal parts scary, equal parts fun, and kind of like funny. And like I love the music, I love the dialogue, the supporting cast is great. Yeah, I think they have uh Michael McShane is like my Potter character. And Charles Rocket from Saturday Night Live, he plays the judge, and he does a good
Oh wow.
job. And the love interest is played by Rachel Lee Cook, who I do actually know, and she's like lovely in real life. She very very nice.
How do you know her?
Oh, so I grew up in Chester County, and Chester County is like Hollywood Junior. A lot of young actresses in the area grew up in Chester County. Like Stacy Keenan from Step by Step lived in Devon. Um, Kat
You know,
Dennings grew up in Bryn Mawr and then she moved to LA. So there's like a bunch of actresses that like lived in the area and from Broad City, Abby Jacobson. She got big
Mhm.
later, but she was a year ahead of my sister at Conestoga High School, where I went to high school. And Yeah, so there's definitely like a lot of talented, funny people that c come out Chester County. Like Chester County is a funny place, it really is.
Hmm.
But there's a lot of good actresses in particular, come out of there. Yeah, so I'd say definitely check out Tom and Huck. I feel like it does the story of Tom Sawyer a justice. I think there's probably better adaptions out there, but it's a good time. Streaming on Disney Plus, and I remember like checking it out from the library a lot as a kid. Like
Hmm.
just like it was the type of movie that it was funny and entertaining, but you also wanted to see that he was okay at the end. So it was a type of movie that like because he was a kid, and you're a kid, like you do want to make sure he's okay. So Tom and Huck was a big one, but the other movie that's been making the rounds among millennials is Muppet Treasure Island because people love Tim
Mm.
Curry. People love Tim Curry so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
That's
the
yeah,
man.
yeah, and that's a great adaptation too. Like that's a really like yeah, that's a fun movie. I mean, it's the Muppets. How can you go wrong? Yeah.
I think I watch a Muppets Christmas Carol every holiday. Like it's the only one that I'll guarantee
It's amazing.
rewatch.
That's how I am with Elf. There's like one Christmas movie you gotta go. Muppets are classic though.
The Muppets resurgence pretty much very much due to Jason Segel. They wouldn't
Yeah.
have been the Dracula musical thing brought that back, and that's a big part of how the movie got greenlit. That's why he's in it because it's he's a big part to do with that. Which
And I think,
Nice.
that movie's really fun too.
yeah, I'm pretty sure, Hannah, the first thing that you ever told me was that you were obsessed with the movie Elf.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Uh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I love that movie. I don't know that I'm obsessed with it, but I do love it.
Well, you told me when you were intoxicated, so you were using the word
Wow, all
obsessed.
right, Sydney.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Are you sober now? Are you some sort of representation of sober living? I apologize. I don't mean to.
Nope,
Like I'll be honest,
everyone
like
can know.
I just want to get drunk and talk about Elf right now. Like that's all. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I want to
I
do.
was gonna say, like, I've said way worse things drunk, so I'm really happy that's a memory you have.
Yeah.
No, I'm just obsessed with it.
Yeah, and then you were
So
because you kept asking me if I also loved the movie Elf. I remember this very. It was
Was I
upstairs at
22
Fergie.
probably?
What's up?
No, that can't be the first time we the first time we met was at Urban Saloon, but I
No,
totally
no, no.
believe
I
you got
didn't say the
upset.
first time we met. I said one of the first things you like told me. Like you were like
Oh,
we like
okay.
conversation. That was like the first conversation like we ever had.
I love that. That's great. I
I might start
sure. I
leading with
believe
that. Like when
you.
I meet people, just be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you like
Yeah,
Elf?
right?
I'm a big Elf fan." Yeah.
Big elf guy over here.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's great.
yeah, like now kind of a serious question about Elf. Do you believe that couple works in real life? Do you believe Will Ferrell does get together with the
Zoe
Oh,
Deschanel.
that shit
Do
down.
yeah,
do I believe an elf is gonna get with one of the hottest women on the planet?
Well, they're also like 15 years age difference or something
Yeah.
crazy like that. So no, I would say, I mean, who knows, maybe, but like their personalities are so different, which is why it's cute,
Yeah.
obviously. But I don't know.
I can't picture it in real life, but thought that about lots of real couples.
I was about to say, I mean,
Sure.
like, how could like reality has only shown us that opposites attract used to be a pretty common phrase
Yeah.
Hmm.
for exactly this reason.
MC Scat Cat said it over and over again.
I don't think anybody that has ever met my wife and I separately believed that we could even know each other. She's literally the sweetest person you would ever meet in your life. I've never seen her uh raise her voice at a person outside of this house.
See, I mostly know about your wife through you, So you tell me lots of things that make it seem like she's more, I think you focused on like the competitive parts of her. That's more what I think of when I think of you and Ansley. It's just you guys constant making everything into a competition.
You mean we have fun? Yeah, yeah, for sure we have fun. We have a good
No,
time. We have a
actually,
good time.
honestly, the most specific thing I would picture when I picture you and Ansley is you guys in the time period when we were doing Conchi Cafe, you guys were in a phase where you kept eating an entire sheet cake together like every day. Do you remember that?
No, she would watch me eat an entire
No.
sheet
I was
cake
gonna
every
say,
day.
I remember Sidney had a joke about himself eating an
Yeah,
entire
Okay, I thought it
that
was you
cheesecake.
was,
guys
dude.
together.
She hated that time period of life.
Dude,
She,
I went on a date, a first date with a girl during my lunch hour because she works in the building next to me, and we
Mhm.
went to the Great American Pub. Our waitress was Carissa from
Oh
Country
wow,
Cafe. She came up and she was like, "You look familiar," and I was like, "So do you?" And she's like, "Do you do comedy?" I was like, "I guess." And then she was like, "Did you used to do comedy at the Country Cafe?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" So
that's crazy. What a small
cool.
world.
Yeah, Carissa.
Getting recognized for comedy on a date.
I
Oh
felt
my
like a
That's
God.
king.
pretty
What a
big.
feeling.
I
What a
felt like a
Mhm.
one time I
king.
got recognized for comedy on a date and the
Yeah.
my date was in the bathroom and I made the
Oh,
lady
No.
no, I
Oh,
literally
did
was
you?
like, "Can you say this when he comes
Oh my
back
God.
out?"
Good. Thank
And she
God.
was like,
That's
"I think I recognize you from comedy." And I was like, "Oh, wow. That's
that's
so
amazing.
crazy."
But that's you
that's
faking it, right? That's you faking it the second time?
Oh no, I mean, I was like, I told him later that I asked her to say it
That's
again, but
even
but
she totally
still,
funnier.
did
that's a great
it.
that's a great
Yeah,
move.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I
so
was like, "Can you say this again when he comes back?"
you got it.
we took a road trip out to Chicago last year with the family, and we like stopped halfway between, and we stayed at a hotel. That night, we went out to a restaurant to go eat, and the person at the restaurant recognized me from podcasts and stuff in front of my
Wow.
children.
In
Pretty
Chicago?
cool.
That's in
In
Yeah,
Chicago. That's
Chicago, that's
huge.
pretty
Awesome.
yeah.
legit.
Yeah, that's great.
I was
My
literally 2 blocks from where we did our show, so it's not as cool in Chicago.
Yeah, you used to do comedy up the
right, yeah,
block.
yeah. Used to just back here. Used to
Yeah,
like put the
right there.
stage up and the lights and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, at
Um,
a cafe up the block.
Right, 1 block away.
That place that does brunch.
Less cool than yours. Less cool.
My first date with my now wife, we went to my buddy had a little restaurant, so we went to his restaurant. So that was like some points right there. And then, but like I didn't live in the city at the time, and she lived in the city, and I wanted to seem cool, and like I wasn't. And I just asked my buddy who ran the restaurant. I was like, we want to go for a drink afterwards. Like, where can we go? And he's like, oh, just go to Royal Tavern. It's like just bar down. It's like whatever. And I was like, I've never been, but I was like, all right. Yeah, and she'd never been. I walk in and like it's crowded. It's like a Saturday night. It's it's dark. You walk in and the bartender, as I walk in, just yells, "Ladies and gentlemen, the funniest man in Philadelphia, Chip Chantry."
Wow.
I was like, "You got to be kidding!" Like I've never been to this bar, and it was my buddy. I think you guys know Casey Parker. He owns like Jose Pistolas and like all those. He
Mhm.
used to run upstairs at Fergie's, and he was like, I had known him before I did stand up, and like he was there the first night I did stand up, so it was like my buddy. And like so, I walk in, and that's what he like announces, and I think that's the only reason I got a second date from my wife because why else would she?
How
And
did
That
she
it
is
was
react? How did she
so
react in the
cool.
moment?
yeah. I what's that?
How did she react in the moment to
I
that?
mean, she was pretty impressed, which I was like thankful because it was like, yeah, if I mean, if that hadn't happened, different story, I'm sure.
Did she think it was a plant? Like, was she like, did you put that guy up to it or no?
No, I don't think so because like I was just as surprised as she was. I think so. I think so. Yeah, but yeah, I was pretty lucky.
That's so badass. I love
Yeah, I
that.
was. Yeah, it couldn't happen more perfectly. I lucked into it.
Really good. I feel like I'm on a date with 5 people.
Hannah, did you just move your head to show
Awkward
yourself that you weren't frozen?
I was like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you
Um,
did. You thought you were frozen. That
I
was
don't
awesome.
know.
Put your hand in front of your face to prove that you're not AI. AI can't handle this. It'll throw off the like.
Oh,
You have like a face filter on. I've seen a bunch of videos where people are like in a job interview, like pretending to be someone else, and the guy's like, "Put your hand in front of your face," and he's like this because he can't. If he goes like this, it's gonna break the filter. So,
whoa, that's crazy.
yeah. So if you're ever in a Zoom with somebody and you don't believe who they are, make them put their hand on their face.
Dave, do it now. All right.
I was having some doubts.
I would have picked a better face if I could pick a face.
Yeah.
I like your thick beard, Dave. I feel like your beard is thicker than it usually is. Is that
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it looks
Been like
good.
this a long time. Yeah, it's this.
It's detachable.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You look like Pat House in Hiding. That's kind of what on the lamb. That's kind of the vibe.
Good.
That
That's
with the
good.
hat and the
That's
glasses.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Without my beard, I look like a chinless baby. So I like to keep it thick because, yeah,
It looks good. I like it. I like it.
I like your beard too.
Oh, thanks.
I don't mean Kim either. I mean your beard.
Thank you.
Although I do love Kim. Kim's the greatest.
Of course. Does anybody have like an underground movie like a comedy that like off under the radar that like nobody else like
Mm.
maybe a scene or like a lesser known one, like a recommendation?
I have a weird one again. My sister and I like. It's by the same people that do Super Troopers, but it's called The Slam and Salmon.
I've never
You've
heard of
Oh,
ever
it.
seen
like the
that?
Broken Lizard guys. Like yeah,
Yep.
no, but I don't know that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they have. Oh, they own a they work at a restaurant called the Slam and Salmon that's owned by like a former boxer. And he's like, we have to make $1 million tonight or like $100,000 tonight, like some crazy amount of money. And it's them working in the restaurant and they're all competing with each other to get the most amount of tips because that person wins like half the money or something like that.
Hmm.
And it again, it's just one of those like, like a waitress gets burned on the face and then she's trying to make tips and they're like disgusted by her. And one of the guys, they swap out his meds. So then he's like too busy like fixing the plates to try and make them perfect to send them out. So it's a very, very stupid, very much like in that Broken Lizard sort of movie, but
Oh, that's
it's also
great.
one
I
that's
gotta
Never
look
even
that
good.
up.
heard of that.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, me either.
Never heard of it.
A movie I was
But
obsessed with as a child that
like
I
elf
watched.
obsessed.
Yes,
She has a
even
tattoo
more
of a
so.
elf.
I don't, but this movie rented it so many times from the video store. They were like, "You can buy it if you want," and so I had I had like a plastic box around it. Um, I watched it for a podcast a couple of years ago. I think it holds up. The Brady Bunch movie, but the sequel. It was called The Very Brady Sequel. Very funny.
It's great.
Very funny
Yeah. Is
movie.
that like is that the Hawaii one? Are they in Hawaii?
Yes, that's the
Yes.
one where they
It's
go to
great.
Hawaii. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great movie. And
Mhm.
I remember like I was worried and because I hadn't seen it in years, and I remember like watching it and laughing out loud. I watched it a couple years ago for it was some podcast where they were like, you watched a movie from your childhood to see if it held up, and I watched it. So highly recommend. Very funny stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of those, one of the only movies I can think of at the time where they did, a remake of a famous thing, but they actively were like, we recognize that the original thing was terrible and we're going to make fun of it. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It
no, the
wasn't like
whole
a,
thing.
yeah, the whole thing is just like, this show was really stupid, wasn't it? And it worked so well and like it made the movie amazing. Like I never see, they did the same thing with like Starsky and Hutch, which was not even like a comedy show, but like the movie, they were just like, this show is stupid. We're just going to make fun of it. And it works so well.
Yeah. Yeah, like the whole Marsha Greg plot line of like them sharing
Yeah.
the attic together. And it's like, yo, that is what would happen if you merged two
Right.
like
They're
kids,
not, they're not
teenagers
blood
into a
relatives.
room. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's so funny. Great movie.
I would say mine is, I don't, you might have seen it. It wasn't like a obscure movie, but I don't know if people realize how funny it is Not Another Teen Movie
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's such a
great.
Oh
I
good
yeah.
movie.
love
Yeah.
that movie.
with Chris Evans and all those. I mean, it's not, there's no reason it should be that good. I was a big Roger Ebert fan. He's my favorite movie critic. Like I've read literally like thousands, if not tens of thousands of his reviews. And his big rule was you cannot parody a comedy. He said Airplane parodies, a serious movie. Naked Gun parodies a serious everything. He's like, you're not allowed to parody a comedy. It's already a comedy.
Mhm.
And it's the only movie I've ever seen that parodies a comedy and does it well, but like does it unbelievably. Like I think it's It's funny end to end. Every scene hits for me like hard.
Yeah. So I was googling whether or not this movie is a comedy because I didn't watch a lot of comedies growing up. That's not what I specialized in. I love post-apocalyptic action movies.
Fair.
There's this one movie that's very funny though. It's called Hell Comes to Frogtown.
I love the name.
Have you ever,
Yeah.
Drew? Is this? Are you? No, you're not familiar.
I have not seen it.
So it came out in 1988, and so it's listed as.
Is Frogtown like the neighborhood in LA, or just like is like some sort of made up like frog
Oh no,
town?
it's like so it's a world where humanoid frogs have taken over the planet for the most part,
Mm.
and this guy named Sam Hell, he's the last fertile man on the planet.
Played
And
by, played by. I just looked it up.
oh, go ahead. Is
You
that
know, who-
Kurt?
you know
Is it Kurt Russell?
Roddy Piper.
Oh, dude, yes, Roddy. He looks like Kurt Russell in
Yes.
the movie. He looks like Kurt Russell from Waterworld, is what I remember. Like, so I remember, not like, so anyway, so he's the last fertile man on the planet, and he basically they have to get his
hmm
manhood to a place in order to repopulate the world.
Sure.
And there's a lot of like things that happen in between, but it ends up being a really funny, campy movie.
Okay. I
Never
mean,
heard of it.
Roddy Piper classic. I mean, they live. You know, yeah.
Yeah, you had me at Roddy Piper. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I haven't seen it in a long. It's just one of those movies that like pops in my head every now and again. I'm like, oh my god, I watched that movie. It was I think it was like part of the Up on Saturday Night USA Up All Night. It was one of those movies.
hmm
And I didn't have good parents, so I could watch that like my whole entire life. There was never a time in my childhood where I wasn't watching those movies.
I was just thinking about Up All Night because, Gilbert Gottfried used to do the promos. And I was thinking, like, at the time, that must have been like the cushiest job you could have as a comedian, like a not crazy famous comedian. Just
Mhm.
like every week doing those things, making money, being the face of USA. Like, that doesn't exist anymore. There's nothing like that, being that kind of a spokesperson for a show. He was like an Elvira kind of like, you know, character for that thing. And it was like Friday night at like 2 in the morning, but he was probably making like nice steady income with that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No underground movies, Hannah?
What's that?
No underground movies for you?
I gave one. I gave a very Brady sequel.
Oh, that was an underground movie for you? Okay.
I don't know.
Future.
Whoop.
It was like a movie from my youth, but that I don't know if it's underground. I
Gotcha.
guess I don't know if I know many underground movies. See, I feel like in terms of like, especially. Let me think. I thought I gave an answer, so I thought I was
Your
gonna,
answer suffices.
to be
It's good.
honest.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I don't agree with
Oh my
that, Dave.
God.
We didn't vote on that.
Suffices with me. That's all I can say. Suffices.
Think
Well,
about
what
it.
about Dana? Do you got one?
Did you do one?
She did the Broken
Good.
Lizard one, the slam and
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Another
the
one I've
Slam
never
Dunk.
heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rare when I've never heard of a movie. I love that.
Didn't hear it and forgot it already.
Right.
Oh, I do one.
You say one, Drew?
You guys have probably seen what's that?
Are you doing yours now?
Yeah, I guess you guys might have seen like have you guys seen like all the Taika Waititi movies? Like his early ones I love. Like Eagle versus Shark. Eagle versus Shark, I think is just like if you guys like Napoleon Dynamite, like it's like the next and it's Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, love him.
It's so funny and so like sad. It's so funny and sad at the same. Like it's just it's the greatest. Yeah, Eagle versus Shark, and then I think it might be on Netflix now. But Hunt for the Wilder People is like these. That's another Taika Waititi movie, and it's like the sweetest, funniest movie about like this like kid from I think it's Wellington. Is Wellington in? He's the capital of New Zealand, right? And he's like this like troubled kid. He's like 12, and he's like this like he kind of looks like Manny from Modern Family, like that, but he's like a Aboriginal kid, and he's like just this troublemaker, and he's just put out in the country with this couple uh as like foster parents, and it's the funniest, sweetest movie, and it's sort of like a chase movie too. Great, but yeah, either of those are really funny.
Mm.
Awesome.
Eagle versus Shark is
It's
beautiful
it's so good. Yeah,
and heartbreaking. You're right.
yeah.
There's a really sad scene. I can't exactly remember where the girl who's like the
Oh
main
God, yeah.
character.
On the cliff, yeah, that's rough. Yeah,
It's sad, but then it's a good movie.
yeah.
Drew, do you have a good culty movie like something?
Um, yeah, like I think it was probably fairly popular in its day. It didn't end up on like TV that much. Let's see, I think it was 91. It was it was the Steve Martin movie L.A. Story.
Mm.
Oh, that's a great movie. That's a great movie, Drew. That scene, that first scene where he's the weatherman in LA and he wants
Yeah.
to go on vacation for a couple weeks and he just wants to record, like pre-record all of the weather forecasts because it's always sunny and 72 in LA, so it doesn't matter. So he just wanted to it's so funny. That's a great movie.
Yeah. Like yeah, like I'd say for me, like that was just kind of the movie that you could turn on and it's so loaded with jokes and like the dialogue and there's so much like satire and stuff in it that I feel like you could watch it each time and you could still get something new. Like there's a bunch of cameos in it. Like there's a Chevy Chase cameo. There's a Woody Harrelson cameo. Like uh he, he plays the boss of the TV studio. So that's actually pretty cool. And apparently it took Steve Martin a long time to write it. He wrote it over the course of like 10 years and it was just like him jotting down notes and taking down observations of like his like life in Los Angeles. So, um, yeah, I feel like it's just a really kind of smart like commentary on that and like kind of what you were saying, Dave, about Airplane and like not another teen movie, like movies that are like parody other movies or that parody like comedies. Like there's a scene in LA Story that's just like straight up Hamlet. And yeah, and like I didn't like figure that out for like a while until like 2 years ago or something. But yeah, like Steve Martin narrates it and he mentions like Shakespeare at the beginning, and so they do like several homages to Shakespeare and things like that. So yeah, it's a really cool movie. And the actress who plays the love interest is British actress Victoria Tennant, who was Steve Martin's wife at the time, which is kind of why their chemistry in the movie is so good. So
Mm.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say My Blue Heaven when he said he would say 1991 Steve Martin, but My Blue Heaven came out in 1990.
Oh, okay, that's a great one.
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid too. That movie got me into sleight of hand magic.
Do you guys know my this blew my mind. I didn't know this until like 10 years ago. My Blue Heaven and Goodfellas are about the same person.
Yeah, the Henry Hill thing. It's crazy.
Henry
I
Hill,
found that out recently
you
too.
know,
Yeah.
if you've seen Goodfellas, it's about a mob guy, and at the end he like rats everybody out and he goes into the witness protection program. The last scene is him living in the suburbs and waving at the camera, and he talks about going to an Italian restaurant and they give him buttered noodles with ketchup because they're in the Midwest. That ending of the movie is the same story that is the whole movie of My Blue Heaven, which is Steve Martin as a gangster going to live in the suburbs and not being able to do it. I was like, how could that be? That doesn't sound like it's allowed. Like when I was a
Right.
kid, you can't do
Yeah.
that. You're not allowed to make a funny movie and a
Genre
good movie
bending,
of the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, dude, Steve Martin was the man.
So good. One of the comedians who play arenas.
Are you
It's
talking
such
into an urn, Dave?
No, it's my
What the
mom.
hell was that? That was crazy.
I'm talking to my grandma. Just give me one
Yeah,
second. Grandma, the people who play arenas as comedians is the weirdest group of people, and there's nothing. I can never find a thread between them because it's like Eddie Murphy, Steve Martin, Andrew Dice Clay, Dane Cook. Like you can't. I can't tell you one thing that makes sense to me of what makes Richard Pryor, George Carlin. Like they don't fit together. There's no
I mean, you have to add Shane to that now,
Shane.
Yeah.
You can't
which throws it off even more.
Kevin Hart, you can't. But of all of them, the only one who was doing deconstructionist meta comedy is Steve Martin, and it makes zero sense that made him famous. He did like Andy Kaufman kind of playing with the microphone for 20 minutes and somehow became the most famous comedian in the world doing that. Everybody else was doing real stand up and his thing was completely different. It's crazy. The Three Amigos is my all-time cult movie that like bombed in the theaters, but is one of my favorite movies.
That movie's that's great. I again, it's one of the movies I watch with my kids.
Good. You're doing the right thing.
Dude, it's
Your
such
kids
a
are
good
so
movie.
cool. Your kids are going to be the coolest adults.
Cause here's the reason why. Because they referenced Tropic Thunder. And great movie, very funny, but The Three Amigos is basically Tropic Thunder in the desert.
True.
Yeah,
So,
it really is. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to break it. I had to show them like where they got it from.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very good. I'm telling you, this date with 5 people keeps having these weird silences. I don't know how it's possible.
Taking it all in, man.
So, since you brought up Tropic Thunder, do you guys like the movie the Cable Guy?
No.
It's great. Not a fan,
No.
Sidney? No.
The only movie to this day that I've ever walked out of the theaters on.
Really? One of my
Yeah.
favorite comedies ever. Dark comedies is one of
Dark,
my
sad.
top 5.
Yeah.
What made you walk out of the movies?
Well, I mean, so I went and saw it with my cousin Desiree, who was visiting from Alabama, and she's one of those like we came out. So she was 97 about 90 like 96, 97, 90, like around that time.
Yeah.
And I would say probably 96-ish.
Okay.
If I could be wrong. But so anyway, she was up and she was visiting, and she was one of those like we were both Jim Carrey fans, but it was her distaste for the movie wouldn't allow me to enjoy it. We were the only people in the movie theater.
Did you give it another try though?
When I gave it tries after that, and I just couldn't get into it.
Interesting. That thing colored your experience so much.
I think it did. Also, it was like not my favorite type of character for Jim Carrey. Like most of the time when I would watch a Jim Carrey movie, you can't really see him acting, and I felt like he was pretty clearly Jim Carrey being a character. I just couldn't suspend disbelief for the movie.
You prefer the more grounded, like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Dude, he is Ace Ventura, man. Like that is like a real character.
A good movie.
Yeah, it's a documentary. You know that, right?
Yeah. Of course. It's just such a grounded character. Talking out of his butthole like everyone does.
I mean, like nobody. Also, the same thing with Dumb and Dumber, right? Like they felt like those guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
such a good movie.
Yeah, and it's like when you have somebody who has that capability to slip into a comedic character like that. So even with the Truman Show was I loved that. Well, I didn't love the movie, but his acting in the movie was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cable Guy, it just didn't connect with me.
Interesting.
Hmm.
We're not gonna have a second date. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know why. You're all beautiful. It says something in the silence that just tells me you're gonna unmatch me when this is when this call's over. It's okay.
So this is still in the vein of like comedy movies. Do you guys have a favorite movie about stand-up comedians? Like there was a great Bradley Cooper one that just came out about stand-up comedy.
Right. The
What was that called? It's this thing on? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Is this thing? Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
based on a true
Nice.
story about a British comedian, but I haven't seen it yet.
I've never seen any movie about stand-up comedy
stand-up comedy. Yeah, I'm
whatsoever.
trying to think.
I think Funny People gets it the most correct of anything
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh
Judd
yeah, that's a good
Apatow,
movie.
Yeah.
right? It's Adam Sandler and Seth Rogen and stuff. That one feels like real. I mean, obviously it is real comedians talking, but captured a lot of that kind of just authentic thing. And I think because I think the thing where movies go wrong with stand-up stuff is when actors do stand-up, they end up taking whatever their emotion is in their life and kind of putting it on the stage in a way that we sort of suppress. It feels like they're doing, like if Tom Hanks and like Punchline or something, they feel like they're doing monologues versus like doing stand-up. In Funny People, everyone who does stand-up is really doing stand-up. It's not an actor doing a version of it, and it just like works.
Although counterpoint, this isn't a
Yes.
movie, but Jean Smart being Deborah Vance in Hacks, she's an actress doing stand up, but she is nailing it.
But
That's
she
like when you
probably
said your
has those
favorite.
chops.
Oh my, I mean, she's
Got
got
those
all the chops.
chops.
She's amazing. But yeah, no, when you said movies about stand up, I can't think of any, but TV about stand up is Hacks for me.
Gene
I also love
Smart's
30 Rock, but
30 Rock's amazing.
Yes.
it's
Gene
not about
Smart's
stand
in
up.
Garden State for like a minute, and
Oh,
it's
really?
so fun, and she is so funny in it. She's so good in it. Yeah.
Great. I just think of her from Designing Women.
Designing Women. Yeah.
Designing Women.
Yep.
Such a good show. Such a good show.
Hannah,
Anybody
how
else
old were
like
you when
stand-up
Designing
movies?
Women came
I've
out?
seen reruns. I don't know how old I was when it
Okay.
originally came
I
out. They used
watched
to
it a lot.
replay it. No, they used to replay it on, I
Nick at
don't know,
Night?
something
Yeah.
like that. But I've
Yeah.
definitely seen it.
Great show. Awesome show. Anybody else though? Movies about stand-up? I'm trying to think.
Yeah. I'm trying to
I
think.
can't
Really
think of
hard.
any.
I mean, there's
I guess
plenty. Yeah.
Robert De Niro in The King of Comedy.
The King of Comedy's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
count
forgot about
that.
that. Yeah. King of Comedy's great.
Yeah.
I've
Who
never
else?
seen it, but Joker.
I was gonna say if you saw
Oh,
Doesn't
Joker.
Joker,
Yeah. I didn't
it's the
see. Yeah.
same movie.
doesn't he try to
Joker.
do stand up? I haven't
Yeah.
seen. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And a
that's a good
Joker.
one.
Joker is King of Comedy so specifically that if you watch, like I watched Joker and I was like, this is a masterpiece. And then I watched King of Comedy and went, oh, this is just King. That's what they did. They just took King of
Okay.
Comedy and redid it in this. I mean, it's different. It's like it's a lighter thing. He like
Gotcha.
kidnaps a guy, but I mean, it's they just did that. They were like, let's just do King of Comedy as Joker.
Okay. I'll check
Same
it
thing.
out.
Worth watching though. It's like De Niro's like this guy who wants to be on TV and he kidnaps like the Johnny Carson guy who's played by Jerry
Jerry
Lewis.
Lewis. Yeah.
Keeps him in his basement and it's really good. It's
Okay,
really
don't spoil it. That sounds good.
that's all I
Yeah.
remember, honestly. I can't even remember how it ends.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's
let me ask you guys all this question. I'm really curious. I want to hear this, and I'm going to have to get out of here soon so I can eat salmon for dinner. Dana, thank you very much. And after having this conversation, what movie are you all going to go watch?
I
Like,
pulled
what-
up
I'm
the
gonna-
trailer for Hell Comes to Frogtown. I'm gonna watch that trailer, and if I like it, maybe
Yeah.
Dude, Dave, it is I'm surprised you didn't tell me about the movie.
I am too.
It is your type of movie.
As soon as you said Roddy Piper, I'm like, that's all I
Yeah,
need.
I'm in. Just Roddy
I'm not
Piper.
even
It's
a
just
big
like that's
wrestling
all
guy.
I have to
It's
do.
just
Yeah.
such a great,
Yeah.
so funny.
I'm gonna watch what's the salmon movie, Dana? That's what I want to see. What's it
The
called again?
Slam and Salmon.
The Slam and Salmon. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I want
I
to check
want
that
to
out.
Yeah, I want to see that, and then I want to rewatch Airplane because I haven't seen it in like a while.
Have
So
you ever
that,
seen Airplane 2?
mm-mm.
Give that a go. So it's not as
Okay,
good. It's nowhere near as good, but they're going to outer
Crazy
space.
recommendation. Who
yeah,
does that?
Airplane 1 is honestly, I think, the best comedy ever made. Airplane 2 is great, but it's not Airplane 1. But they go into
sure,
outer
sure,
space and they do a lot of very fun, like William Shatner's in it, and it's really fun.
great. Okay, perfect. How about you,
Yeah.
Sydney?
I'm gonna finish watching Big Trouble in Little China.
Nice, Dana.
I don't think I've watched Airplane in its entirety. Like I feel like I haven't seen it start to, so I feel like I should do that.
Yes.
Oh, Dana, I don't know if you know this, but Airplane 2 not as good. You should
Not
check
as
it out.
good.
Oh, check it out. It's
Not as
terrible. Watch it anyway. After you watch this great masterpiece we all loved, watch this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, ruin your night.
Watch Airplane 2 first, and then watch Airplane 3
Ugh.
go up in
Yeah, just
quality.
keeps getting better and better.
Yeah. Drew, did we pique your interest with something?
Oh, I'm like totally with like Sydney. Like, I think you guys should definitely check out Trolls. Like, Trolls is a good time. I've seen the first and the third one. I didn't see the second one, but the third one's great because Justin Timberlake he was able to bring back in sync to
Mm,
do the movie. So
mm.
they did the
Oh
voice of the
yeah,
characters.
That's pretty cool.
that's awesome.
I gotta find a friend with kids. I got lots of those. I never even thought of that. I'm just gonna
I
bug
mean, you
them.
could just watch the movies on your own. They allow
Yeah.
that.
No, but I just feel weird.
Yeah, because then that changes your algorithm, and then it's a whole thing you have to
Yeah,
explain to somebody
yeah,
later.
yeah. My friends come over.
Trolls is worth it though. That I like the site. Like if you like, you like sight gags.
Yeah.
There's so many of them nonstop, and they're all so good.
I'm in.
Okay, now I want to watch that.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Nice. So Chip, you said Hotel Transylvania?
No.
Um,
QB.
oh, Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Okay.
Check it out. Feel good movie.
Yeah, Hotel Transylvania, also very funny, by the way.
Okay.
All right.
I will watch I will watch any movie. Clue, the same thing. Like in a big old scary house. Like you can do anything in a big old scary house, and it could be the most boring movie. And
Dude.
I will just watch it, and yeah, I'm in.
If that is the case,
Yeah.
your sense of humor
Yeah.
with Hotel Transylvania,
Okay.
they basically are making fun of that genre of movies kind of the whole entire time as well.
Yeah.
And it's Drew, help me if I'm I think it's the one where his daughter meets, so it's Dracula and his daughter meets a human that she's in love with, and it's kind of like what is the movie like Meet the Fockers almost,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
but in that form.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Nice.
Nice. So I think it sounds like we have like a lot of good uh, homework assignments to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Jinx.
Stop it, Hannah. Stop copying.
Yeah, so yeah, it was fun hanging out with you guys.
This is
Yeah,
so
it's great to see
fun.
everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna
And
go watch some
if-
movies now.
If I'm mistaken and I've met you before, Dana, I'm sorry, but it was nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you too.
Thanks
Sydney,
for having us, True.
Sorry. Go ahead,
Oh,
Hannah.
I just said thanks for having us, Drew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Drew.
thank you.
Thank you so much, man. This was great. As always.
This is good. Sydney, I'm doing a joke tomorrow for the first time ever that you're in. So funny that you're here today.
Who's playing me?
You no, it's
Is
just a
it
story
me played by Cuba Gooding
it's a
Jr. in
real
your joke?
conversation that we had about um my girlfriend Michelle, who you thought blocked you on Facebook, but she had just deleted all of her social media because anytime a woman commented on my stuff, she got like violently angry.
Mm.
We had a very short conversation about mental health that I will it's literally 4 words that I'm going to reenact on stage to talk about how men need to get rid of the stigma of talking about mental health because our conversation was so stupid.
Oh my God, I can only imagine how terribly sexist I was in that
No,
conversation.
you literally I told you that she deleted all her social media because every time a woman commented on my thing, she got insanely like angry and you said she cray? And I said, pretty much. And that was the whole conversation. That was it. We were done talking. That was the male version of like digging deep into
Dude,
what's going on.
even I never know what I'm going to get with me.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. It was good. So, so
All right.
I'll let you know how it goes. But it's so funny that you're here.
Yeah. Well, my wife says the same thing all the time. But awesome. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Drew.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Drew.
Thank
Yeah, thanks for
you.
having us.
Ciao,
This is so
Drew.
much fun. Yeah.
Send us the link
Yeah.
when it's done so we can send
Yep.
it out.
Yep. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for being on. This has been Drew and me with Dana Charitonchick, Chip Chantry, Hannah Trav, Sidney Gantt, and Dave Terruso. And do you guys want to do social media handles really quickly?
Oh, yeah. So you can see me at Sidney Gant, SIDNEYGANTT. One more time. That was SIDNEYGANTT. You can also check out my podcast called World War Fun. And if you happen to read, my co-host wrote a book called Solomon. So definitely check that out. It's a really fun read. It's a pandemic horror comedy, and it reads like a screenplay. It's a movie. It's very fun.
Okay. I'm at Wanda Cheeseburger, spelled traditionally. Wanda Cheeseburger.
Well, traditionally. I'm at Dave Terruso Books on Instagram, which is also my website, daveterrusobooks.com. And on Facebook, I'm just Dave Terruso. Not David, just Dave.
And
Dana Charitonchick. Just spell it exactly how you think it, and you get it no problem. It's
traditional
totally
spelling.
fine.
Yep.
And I'm Chip Chantry at Chip Chantry.
Nice. And you can find me on DrewBQ on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
us, man.
Yes,
Thank
thank you.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see if I have you on here, Drew. Drew BQ.
Are we all leaving or are we staying?